everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica. Today's video is going to be all of our favorite Christmas games. Now this time around I sorted them so I have like 5 and under and 8 and over so that if you have little kids or older kids you can know which games are right for them. So we're going to go ahead and start with the younger kids games. The first two that I have are Spot It. We have Spot It Holidays and Spot It Rudolph. The thing that is so great about any of the Spot It games is that you don't need to know how to read. You're basically just matching pictures or images. So if you have kids like a really wide range, or you have some that don't know how to read and some that do, Spot It is like the perfect game for that because my mom still enjoys playing it. My nieces and nephews enjoy playing it. So it's something that you can play with like older kids, younger kids, and kind of bridge that gap. And there are tons of different versions of Spot It. The Holiday is a mini one and the Rudolph is the full-size one. We also really love Absolute Dice Christmas. Basically for this game, you are just trying to roll different symbols. For example, you will roll 2 red dice and that tells you how many rolls you get and what image you're trying to go for. So for example, I have 5 rolls to try to see how many presents I can get. And then you roll the other dice, obviously 5 times, and see how many presents you can get. So your younger kids can do it. You're just going to have to help them keep score. But it's basically just dice rolling. Then we have quite a few different card games. This one was only available at Target, but if you can find it, it's really fun. It is Dash Away All. It is the Elf Pets. It plays in less than 20 minutes. It's basically just kind of a fast-paced Santa's sleigh soaring type of game. It is for ages 5+. And then also an Elf on the Shelf, like roll kind of thing, is Down the Chimney. This is a dice and a card game. You get this little cardboard chimney and you roll the dice down it. And then you're trying to match your dice and your cards and all of that. Again, 5+. The rest of the card games that I have here are all from Funko Games. They have a ton of different holiday themed card games. The youngest one, which is for ages 3+, is a Princess Present Party game. Then for ages 4 and up, we have Frosty the Snowman. Then if you have a 5-year-old, we have Chip and Dale Christmas Treasures. Or Stitch Merry Mischief. And then recommended for ages 6 and up, but I still think a 5-year-old could play, is Snowball Showdown, which is elf themed, and Grinch Grow Your Heart. Then for board games for younger kids, we have Merry Grinchmas. Mickey's Christmas Carol. This one can be played with kids as young as 4. Peanuts Trim the Tree. This is kind of a version of like a Jenga suspend. Basically, you have a tree that is leaning and you're rolling to figure out what part of the tree you have to put your ornament on. It says ages 5+. I think if you help them understand like what the dice top, bottom, or middle meant, you could play this with pretty much any ages because again, they're just hanging an ornament and hoping it doesn't fall off. Santa's Sleigh Ride. That one to me has a, it's like a spread joy around the world. It kind of has a Ticket to Ride feeling with Christmas, but more of like the first journey. So like the first or beginning junior Ticket to Rides, it kind of feels like that. Santa's Rooftop Scramble. Kind of has a Monopoly-ish feel, but like a really simple Monopoly. And then this one was only available at Target. I don't even know how many years ago we found it, but we love it. Like even now, we still love it, even though it's for 5-year-olds. It's an Elf on the Shelf, a present pile-up. the best thing about it has nothing to do with the theme. It has to do with the fact that it comes with the catapult and these little presents that certain points you get to try to get into the sleigh. And obviously the point of the game is to get rid of all of your presents to load them all into the sleigh. If you can't find that game, you could probably come up with your own version of build a catapult and launch presents into a sleigh. Because let's be honest, that's the best part of that whole thing. Okay, for older kids, like 8 to 12 to 13, we have Santa, what is this one? Santa Cookie Elf Candy Snowman. It is Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, but Christmas themed. We also have Llama Drama, but the holiday edition. So if you like Llama Drama, get the holiday edition. If you like Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, get the holiday edition. Same thing with Holiday Flux. If you've played Flux and you like it, there's a Holiday Flux. This isn't just Christmas. It has like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's kind of those winter holidays. We have 12 Days of Christmas, which is kind of celebrating gift giving with these actually really, really pretty cards. This is one of the prettiest games, I think, because all of the number cards are like these gorgeous stained glass windows. So if you like pretty games, that one is definitely it. Christmas Lights, a card game. Christmas Rush, which is essentially a Christmas version of spoons. Like, that's exactly what this is. So instead of spoons, you have these little Christmas tokens that you're kind of reaching for. So if you don't want to buy the holiday edition, or if you can't find the holiday edition, you could play spoons and put, I don't know, ornaments on the table or cookies on the table. Make it a grab the cookie. Basically, you could infuse holiday into a game that you're going to play anyway, because that's a pretty simple game. You could just play with the deck of cards. The Christmas Express game. This one is kind of a Polar Express type of game. Merry Madness. This is a Nightmare Before Christmas, an all-out game of frightful flinging. This is one that we added this year because we know how much we like to catapult things. So I'm excited to fling things now. North Pole to Manhattan, the elf game. We have Christmasopoly, which again is just a Christmas version of Monopoly. And then the classic mystery game Clue, except the Grinch, so with a Grinch theme. And we have Journey from the North Pole, Elf. Boop the Halls. This is a 2-player game, just in case you're looking for some 2-player games. And then we have What Do You Meme? Holiday Edition. This says 8+. I personally think it's probably closer to 10+, because some of the memes, unless you're a little bit older, you might not get them. We have Yahtzee, the Holiday Edition, just because Kevin loves Yahtzee so much, we own every edition you could possibly get. But again, you can just play Yahtzee with 5 dice. You don't need the Holiday Edition. Lumps is a dice game. It comes in a little stocking, and the dice are black, so they look like coal. But you could probably just buy a set of black dice and do a very similar version of Lumps. We have Kazoo, That Festive Tune. We added this one last year, and it's hilarious. Like, the amount of time it took for us all to figure out how to use a kazoo was, quite frankly, the best part of it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was just so funny. But this is a really fun game. It does only come with 4 kazoos that you could play with however many people. Like, you could be on teams if you had more than 4. If you wanted, like if you had 8 people and you did teams of 2. Anyway, a lot of fun. Like, it's really, really funny. And then this is another one that I've added this year. It is called Wicked Christmas. It is the card game of festive chaos and strategy, turned holiday madness into a battle of war. I'm always looking for kind of more fun showdown types of games with Emily. And then we like to play Christmas trivia, or we like to play trivia games in general while we're eating dinner. So these are the two trivia games that we have. Both of these are, I would say again, like 10 to 12 plus. You'll Never Guess. And then the Christmas quiz, trivia, and more. If I had to pick one, I think You'll Never Guess has gotten a little bit more gameplay. I think we've enjoyed it a little bit more, but again, we just really like trivia. And then the one that we're adding this year, because we're doing a movie study for the majority of our holiday, is a game about identifying movies. It is Poorly Explained Movies, and this is the holiday edition. So basically it gives you like the worst description ever, and you have to figure out what movie it is. And some of these are horrible descriptions. For example, an inexperienced Santa hands out really bad gifts. And the answer to that one is The Nightmare Before Christmas. A mother guilts 4 girls into not eating on Christmas morning. That would be Little Women. But there is a hint at the top. So if they're like, I have no idea, the hint for that one would have been One Writes a Novel. The 3 wise men decide to bring a ham instead. If you're not sure, the hint is In a Town Play. The answer is The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. So I can't wait to play this, because sometimes I feel like this is what living with a teenager is like. Poorly explained everything, and you're trying to figure out what it is. So I'm kind of excited for her to get a taste of her own medicine. But also, we're doing movies, so I felt like that would be a really fun way to add Christmas movie trivia to our dinner table, and also maybe even find more movies that we haven't watched that we want to add to our watch list for the year. Now, I would love it if you have a holiday game that is a must play. Please leave it down in the comments so I can check it out.